What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny. Back in here with another reaction video. Today's video is, I believe the artist's name is Burden. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I don't ever want to butcher anybody's name. Another recommendation from a subscriber, so shout out to the gang. Extremely grateful for everybody throwing me these suggestions and recommendations of artists I've never heard before. Like I say, I'm a hood baby, so I'm stepping out of my lane and to somebody else's territory. So thank you for accepting me. And I'm here to spread a positive message and unite the masses. With that being said, if you could hit the like button for me. If you haven't, please consider subscribing to the channel. Looking to run it up to 1 million. If we get 1 million people to start some thought-provoking conversations, we may be able to change what's going on in today. So if you like what you hear on the video, please share the message far and wide.
What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me, or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, bet y'all don't ride for me. Ain't it demonic how the news make a piece of shit look iconic? How ironic, if the ratings go up, so does the profits. You can change the station, but the reading from the same script. White man gunned down by police, ain't nobody play that clip. No one gave a shit. I won't get no famous case, I won't get no down.
Ooh, and this beat go hard already. And that's true, man. It's the media doesn't profit off of showing anything negative that happens to white men. The media really only profits in showing white men in a negative light. And I sit down and I say, when did that start? Like, I try to look back through history. And if someone in the comments can let me know exactly, because I'm sure white guys have a better feeling or understanding of that. And I don't know what year it was. I don't know. I personally think for Black America, in the 60s is when things started to go the wrong direction. But I don't know exactly when the attack on white guys began. So if you can let me know in the comments, man, let me know when you guys feel like that started.
Downtown monument where they paint my face. I won't get no NFL jersey spot that say my name. Oh, that's right, since I'm white, the situation ain't the same. Black lives matter, Asian lives matter, Spanish lives matter. Ain't allowed to say Caucasian lives matter. Why? That don't fit the narrative. That will mean equality. Truth in the mainstream media, that's mythology. They've been using my people, your people, good people, poor people. Either we wake up or they gon' keep on using more people. I tried to warn people, supply them the truth. If the victim was me, y'all wouldn't ride. What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me, or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, bet y'all don't ride for me. This is so...
And man, I never even, it's like, just honestly, I never stepped back and even thought what it would be like to be a white guy and to be portrayed as the devil in society, right? Like, I remember when I was younger, I fed into the narrative of being what the news media taught me I should be. So I remember walking in areas and thinking that white people were clutching their purse because they were worried about me. And in reality, that was my mindset that was assuming what they were thinking. And our current times paints every straight white male as a evil, misogynist, xenophobic, whatever other name you could think of. That's what they're throwing at white men, unless you put a black square on your IG or you join the LGBT community. And I've never stepped back to think what pressure is on you guys, how that affects you trying to raise your children, how that affects you trying to lead your wife, how that affects you at your jobs on an everyday basis. It's like you guys have an invisible muzzle that no one can see, but we all know it's there. So salute to my guys that are making content like this, that are willing to speak their mind and stand against the fire. And I'm a firm believer, man, don't let anybody minimize your human experience. You only get one go around at this. You didn't pick your skin color. You didn't choose anything about yourself. God made you who you are. You are great. You have talent. Every white guy I know had to learn to crawl, had to learn how to walk, had to go to kindergarten. Had to fill out a job application. Had to try out for the basketball team just like I did. Had to fill out college applications. I don't know any white guy who just had life just dropped to them magically. And if you know one, let me know in the comments below.
Exhausted, way the news talking. It's like black folks only ones dead in coffins. Yeah. Black on black ain't a tragedy, huh? Guess news cameras ran out of batteries, huh? Live by the gun, die by the gun.
Ooh, and I just want to talk to piggyback off what he just said, black on black crime. Another issue I think that needs to be reevaluated is speaking about the war on drugs being the biggest issue in the black community. Currently, there are 16% white guys in jail for drugs. Only 13% black men are in jail for drugs. However, there are 70,800 black men in jail for murder. That's almost 100,000 men in jail for murdering other black men, you could assume. I think it's time that we stop letting Black Lives narrative distract us with the narrative that the white man is the threat, that the police are the threat, and it's to pay attention that we got almost 100,000 black men killing another 100,000 or more black men. We have to wake up. This is modern day genocide happening right now. There's over 500 homicides to date so far in Philly, in Baltimore, in Chicago. Here in Kansas City, we're almost at the 200 mark. So I mean, it's getting ugly, and it's definitely something that needs to be addressed. We cannot keep black on black crime on the back burner. And I hate to even talk about it because, you know, people always want to say, we can't say black on black. Bro, I got homies that's dying. I had a friend, Mark, he went to Domino's Pizza, got into a dispute with the guy because they made a mistake on his order, and Mark is now dead. You can Google it, look him up. And he was a silly, funny dude, but got into an argument at Domino's Pizza, and it escalated to gun violence. We got to address why we're so hostile towards people that look just like us.
When it happens in the hood, y'all ain't saying none. But soon as that trigger finger white, y'all be tearing shit up on the same night. Say I ain't right. Say I ain't white, let's say that I'm black. Get pulled over, try to run away and scrap. Reaching for the strap, but he get it first. So I slug him in the face at the same time that it bursts. Now I'm just another reason to ride a name on a shirt. When the truth is I just got what I deserve. When you playing dumb games and you win a dumb prize, less is whites killing blacks.
Yo, I got to hit one right there. My dad has been to jail over 50 times. I've never been to jail once in my life. He set me down when I was about 13, and he said, "Little Johnny, if you don't want to go to jail, don't do stupid stuff. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes." So I just had to throw that in there, man. It's all on the character and how you raise, man. You don't have to get in trouble with the law. You don't have to be. I promise you, cops aren't riding through the hood just looking for black people to harass it. It's far, far, far from that.
They don't give a fuck who dies. When you gonna realize they just trying to divide us. The red, white, and blue, it's the colors that unite us. I'm getting sick and tired of the looting and the riots. When the truth is, if I was dead, then y'all be dead silent.
What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat, with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me, or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, bet y'all don't ride for me.
Hey, that beat slap. And to keep it going off of that, man, like, the only time there's any riots is when it's white on black crime. I mean, we could take Young Dolph, for instance. A black millionaire. So we got two black men that drove to a black-owned business to fire over 50 shots at a black millionaire. There's no Black Lives Matter. See, Black Lives Matter only wants to make money. It doesn't want to fix the issues, and that's my biggest problem with all of these Democratic politicians. As you can look at every inner city for the last 50, 60 years, and they've all been run by Democrats. And what do we have? We have slavery 2.0. The inner city is a new plantation. A bunch of violence, a bunch of broken families. That's exactly what slavery was. Slavery was families split up. And the difference was there's no white overseer controlling you. There's self-governing plantations. You stay in these lines, you don't go there, you don't do this. And you handle each other. You treat each other like animals. I'm a firm believer, man, that we have to learn to love our neighbor before anybody else in America will respect us. You know, I look at how, and we'll grab all this, right? Like, America should be a family. And Black America has to start respecting each other and coming together. Like, right now, I can say stuff about my little brother that you can't, because that's my brother. And if you go sideways on him, I'm going to have to step up. And that's how we have to learn to love our brother, to love our neighbor. Like I said, man, there's almost 100,000 men in jail right now for homicide. Drugs aren't the problem. And if we do want to talk about drugs, then let's address the issue of how do we blame the government for putting the drugs in our community, yet we glorify the drug dealers. Yet we love to listen to music about whipping the work and selling the bricks. How do we blame the government for putting guns in our community, and then we glorify the drill music? And we love the rappers jumping up and down and everybody riding around with the strap, and we keep guns on us 24/7. You have to pick a side on how you want this to work. You claim that the gun policies are harsher against black people, yet black people vote for Democratic politicians that are anti-gun. You put yourself in situations. You voted majority for Joe Biden when he had the 94 crime bill. You know, I mean, I'm a firm believer that you have to reap what you sow. And we keep making, as Trump said, America makes bad deals, but Black America in particular keeps making extremely bad deals with the Democratic Party. And you have to, if you sign that contract, at this point, slavery is a choice. That's whether it's the artists who are unhappy with the record label that they're signed to, or Black Americans unhappy with the way Joe Biden is handling stuff with giving, what did illegal immigrants get $450K? Afghan got 6.3 bill. They just throwing money out like wildfire. Black America, what y'all get? Juneteenth. Ha ha. Got him. But at some point, you sign that contract. You make that bed, you lay in it. And I'm not telling anybody that you got to be a Republican, that you can't be a libertarian and all that. But I'm saying we have to pay attention on what's helping and what's hurting America. And the Democrat Party right now is trying to destroy America, remove our freedom, and give us Marxism. And I was thinking, you know, if the system is racist, why would you trust that same system to teach your children critical race theory? It's going to be taught from a racist perspective. Wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you think it's more logical for you to teach your kids at home about racism than to trust the racist system? But that's just me and the way my crazy brain think. I just be all over the place. Who am I, right? But hey, this was a fire track, and I'm gonna have to go through his catalog as well. Shout out to the subscribers for recommending this one. I'm gonna keep them coming. I'm extremely humble and grateful for everybody that's supporting my channel and supporting my voice and supporting my message. And this is my gift. My gift is to uplift people, and I'm like a modern day coach where I see talent and potential in everybody, and I want you to see your blind spots and how great you are. I want you to see that it's a $1 million roadmap inside of you. You're the black sheep of the family, but you're also the goat of the family. You're the one that's about to create generational wealth. You're about to break all of the chains and have all glory days and sunshine. With that being said, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. There's no faith needed around you, and there's unlimited faith within you. Go be great, man. Spread love, spread positive vibes. Until next time, we out. Peace.